Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thanda. I just finished recording my series. I just finished one interview now and I am feeling so emotional. It's gonna be packed, guys. It's gonna be packed. If you want to learn more about homeschooling or motherhood or about Christ, like I have everything. So I just want to give you guys a summary of what to expect. Be excited. I'm excited about this. The first, I'm not gonna say them in order, but all the topics that I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna highlight are going to be form parts of the second series of my talk show. So we'll be having guests. So these guests are sharing their lives. They are very amazing people from different levels of life, different races, different backgrounds, different everything, right? But one thing that's common is that we're all human beings and we're all parents and we want to do best for our children. So they'll be sharing their lives. I have guests. I had a guest actually who was talking about taking homeschool children back to school, which is one of the questions that I received from some people. They are concerned. They want to know if their children will be able to go back to school. Okay, so I have a guest. We talked about the things that you need to know. And they also share their journey, they share their experience, how things went about when they were sending their child to school. We also had a guest where we spoke about the legal side of homeschooling. So all things legal related, like is it legal to homeschool, how to homeschool legally, and all the other things that maybe when you're getting started you might be worried or concerned about. So we answered a lot of questions on that, and then also have a guest where we talk about um, exposing children to different environments, traveling with children, and giving them that exposure, basically like field trips and all of that. So we talked about a lot of things there, the benefits of doing this and how to actually do it. Because sometimes someone might have a wish or they might want to do something, a desire, but they might not know how to go about doing it. And most of the time, it's not the limitation is not the money, it's the knowledge in most cases. I had a guest where we spoke about practical tips for moms, for homeschooling moms, and she shared a lot of real practical tips, things that you can take home and say, okay. I didn't think about that. Oh, I can do that. I want to implement this in my home without boxing everyone in one box saying, this is, thy shall do this. So yeah, we had a very nice chat about that. And then I had a lady where we spoke about God at home. How do we incorporate God at home? You know, guys, I'm a Christian, and I've shared this on previous videos, how we incorporate God in our family. And she was sharing how they incorporate God in her family and in her children's lives, basically. So we shared a lot of um, eye-opening things really on how to practically incorporate God, and some of the concerns that people say we you are brainwashing your child, all those things. So we spoke in depth about that, and also just balancing life as a mom, as a homeschool mom, as a working mom, like how to do it all. I get this question a lot. How do you do it all? So we did answer all those questions in this series, and there's also an episode where we talk about what to teach a child, what exactly to teach a child. I made a video about the 10 fears for homeschoolers. So those fears are blocking other people from actually starting this journey, and they can be they can hinder them from getting started or from continuing homeschooling. So we do speak about all those fears, the fears that I mentioned in that video. I'll leave the link of that video in the eye here and also in the description box. So you will see all those fears that are listed there. I answered all those questions with my guests. So and more than just what we mentioned in that video. So we answered all those fears. So people might be concerned about what to teach a child. I had a guest where we spoke about that, what to teach a child, how do you decide what to teach a child, and so forth. And then we also had a guest where we spoke about sports, extra mural activities. We spoke about sports for homeschoolers and sports for anyone really, because maybe you are taking a child to school, but they don't have a certain sports that you would like a child to enroll. So we just looked at different ways to expose our children to different sports and different activities outside the curriculum, like the academics, like the math, science, and all of that. Okay. Those things outside that, we even looked at the budgets, like how do we finance those things and how do we make it budget friendly. Are you not excited? I'm very excited. And let me see if I missed another one. There will be 10 episodes in this series. Oh, yes. And then there's also an episode where we speak about sending kids to tertiary. Is it possible to send homeschool children to universities? And if it is, how do you go about doing that? So that is also another informative episode where you can learn whether you homeschool or you don't. This series is not only for homeschoolers. This series is for anyone. It's for human beings. It's for anyone, mostly parents, because it's important that we are not negligent to knowledge. You should know. You should know, even if you don't believe something, but you must have the knowledge so that you'll be able to even understand someone who believes in that thing, because you have the knowledge. And you can even present your case better when you understand someone's belief or someone's thinking. So even if you're not homeschooling, this series is it's basically for all parents. And the life is not predictable. So we don't know when things are going to change. Things are changing all the time. You cannot predict what will happen tomorrow. So we spoke about that. We had an episode where we spoke about that. What if circumstances change and the parents are no longer together, for example, or one of the parents or both are normal? What happens to children? So those are tough conversations that we'll be having. I'm the host, Thanda, and I'll be having guest or co-host for different topics. So I'll have different people. By so doing, I will be benefiting more from their experience, life experience, from their knowledge, from their thinking, from their everything, right? So we'll be benefiting a lot from that. And then we also have an episode on. Yes, we spoke about that. Yes, not knowing. Oh, so there are two levels to not knowing what to teach a child, right? So there's a level where you don't know what to teach a child, as in what subjects. And then there's also another layer to it where you know the subjects, but you feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like the education that you're giving your child is not adequate, or it's missing something, or is I don't know, like you just feel like it's just not enough, and you feel like it can't be everything. After you're done with the lesson, you're like, it's not it. So how do you know if it's enough? And yeah, so there'll be different episodes where we addressing that, what to teach a child, and then also what to and also what you're teaching a child is actually enough. And I do encourage that you watch all the series, because the questions that I was asking my guest was to make sure that I was, when you have an orange and you're squeezing the juice out. So I was making sure that I was squeezing the juice out of them. So if you guys want to benefit, you want to learn, you want to be entertained, and you want to connect with other parents who are struggling just like you, this is a good a series to watch. Watch all 10, please. Just watch all 10, because you can learn, um even if maybe, let's say, the episode is not titled on the thing that you have a question about, but believe me, when you watch that series, it covers more than just what you see in the topic, because they're sharing their life experience. And we as human beings are not only interested in one thing. I'm not a homeschool mom. That's not what defines me. Homeschool mom, robot. No, I'm not. I'm Tanda. I do this. I love this. I'm an engineer. I'm a mother. I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a church member, I am a lot of other things, I am myself. So there are a lot of things that you can learn from just listening to me talk, and not only about homeschooling. So what I'm saying is, if you see maybe an episode is titled something that you're not interested on, don't click off. Just listen. They're very nice, and you can listen while doing something, or listen while driving, or listen while doing other activities, because they are quite detailed. And I did not want to rush. I did not want to rush the questions. That's just how I am. I wanted us to understand our guests, to understand where they come from and understand their decision making, so that we would know whether we should take their advice or not, because we now understand the foundation. We now understand where they're coming from, their thinking, their well, it's not possible to understand everything really in one interview, right? But at least to have that common ground, and then we'll be able to receive whatever that they're sharing with us. Are you excited? I am. I'm very excited. I'm very, 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 very excited. This series will be, I'll be releasing, I believe, one episode a week. So don't miss it. Please don't, because by the time you're watching the other episode, you've missed another one. Now you need to go back. Just don't do that. When the episode comes out, tell your friend, tell your sister, tell your aunt, tell your sister-in-law, tell your grandma, tell your father, tell your husband that we need to watch this series. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much, guys. I really love and appreciate you. I appreciate the support you give me. I appreciate the support you've given me over the years. I appreciate the love you give me. I appreciate the advice. I've grown so much from just sharing with you guys, and I've learned and I've connected with very wise men and women. And I appreciate that. Continue doing that. Spread the word. Forward this, share this video with everyone, so that they will know, if you are a parent, or if you know a parent, which is most likely you do. If you know a parent in your life, share this video to them, and I hope you will enjoy this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section, or answer all the questions. And if you want maybe me to do another series where we answer other questions, leave them down below. If I see the demand and the need for those talks, I will definitely go ahead and jumping straight to episode 2, season 3. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So while you wait, please go and watch season 1, which is something that I did a while ago. So watch season 1. Season 2 is bigger and better, and season 3 will be bigger and better, because we keep on growing each and every day. I love you guys. Bye.